Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 148 of our trek, and yesterday we learned how to face and then defeat the enemies that live within us and try to limit our potential. Today we will explore the trails of how change begins with choice, and how making the proper choices and how we treat others will allow us to become a person of influence. If you miss any of the days of our Wisdom Trek, please go to wisdom-trek.com or subscribe at iTunes or Spreaker to get caught up on the episodes. If you have any of your own observations, comments, or questions as we explore these wisdom nuggets, please share them on the comment section of our daily journal pages at wisdom-trek.com. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina, although we will be at the Big House by the time this episode is released. As we're getting started on this new week, it is full of many activities to complete prior to heading back to Charlotte on Thursday and then on to Fort Lauderdale on Saturday as the podcast cruise starts on Sunday. The many activities that we are involved in and our client workload are the result of the choices that we have made over the years. An important attribute that I desire for my life is to be a person of influence. I feel certain that almost all of us would like to have a positive influence on the lives of others. In order to do so, you need to make some changes in your life. Changes require that we make difficult choices at times. The choices that we have made in our lives up to this point determine the situations that we find ourselves in now. So let me ask you a couple questions. Do you desire to become a person of influence? What changes in your life will be required in order to reach that position? On our trek today, we want to hike the trails of choice and then look for the 7 signposts that are crucial in becoming a person of influence. First, let us look at change begins with choice. Any day you wish, you can discipline yourself to change your life. Any day you wish, you can open a book that will open your mind to new knowledge. Any day you wish, you can start a new activity. Any day you wish, you can start the process of life change. You can do it immediately, or next week, or next month, or next year. Zig Ziglar put it this way, though. Before you change your thinking, you have to change what goes into your mind. You can also do nothing. You can pretend rather than perform. If the idea of having to change yourself makes you uncomfortable, you can remain where you are. You can choose rest over labor, entertainment over education, delusion over truth, and doubt over confidence. The choices are yours to make. But while you desire to change, you must be willing to make the choice to change. As Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 2 says, a wise person chooses the right road, a fool takes the wrong one. The current situation of your life is largely based on your past choices. You have both the ability and the responsibility to make better choices beginning today. Those who are in search of the good life do not need more answers or more time to think things over to reach a better conclusion. They need the truth. They need the whole truth, and they need nothing but the truth. You cannot allow your errors in judgment, repeated every day, to lead you down the wrong path. You must keep coming back to those basics that make the biggest difference in how your life works out. And then you must make the very choices that will bring about the rich and satisfying life. And if I may be so bold to offer a piece of advice for someone seeking and needing to make changes in their life, if you don't like how things are today, change it. You're not a tree. You have the ability to totally transform every area in your life. And it all begins with your very own power of choice. And once we've made the necessary changes, if needed, then you can become a person of influence. So what does it mean to be a person of influence? Well, if you want to be a person of influence, where you have a positive impact on the lives of others, the key is to becoming a person of quality yourself. As a person of influence, you will have the ability to impact others with the gifts, skills, and opportunities that you offer. To continually impact others positively is a challenge and requires certain qualities that many people lack. What's important in becoming a person of influence is refining your own skills. You must keep yourself working on yourself until you become effective. Let's look at the 7 signposts that will help you to become a person of influence. The first is to learn to be strong, but not impolite. It is an extra step you must take to become a powerful, capable influencer with a wide range of reach. Some people mistake rudeness for strength. It's not even a good substitute. The second is to learn to be kind, but not weak. You must not mistake weakness for kindness. Kindness isn't weak. Kindness is a certain type of strength. You must be kind enough to tell someone the truth. You must be kind enough and considerate enough to lay it on the line. You must be kind enough to tell it like it is and not deal with delusion. Number 3, learn to be bold, but not a bully. It takes boldness to win the day. To build your influence, you will have to lead others at times. You will have to be willing to sacrifice, tackle the problem and discover the first sign of trouble. Like the farmer, if you want any rewards at harvest time, you have to be bold and face the weeds and the rain and the bugs straight on. You've got to seize the moment. Number 4, learn to be humble but not timid. You can't become an influencer if you're too timid. Some people mistake timidity with humility, but humility is a virtue. Timidity is a disease. It's an affliction. It can be cured, but it is a problem. Humility is almost a godlike word. A sense of awe, a sense of wonder, a sense of awareness of the human soul and spirit, and understanding that there is something unique about the human drama versus the rest of life. Humility is to grasp the distance between us and the stars, and yet having the feeling that we're part of the stars. James chapter 4 verse 10 tells us to humble yourself before the Lord, and He will lift you up in honor. And number 5 is to be proud but not arrogant. It takes pride or confidence in yourself to become a person of influence. It takes pride in your tribe, it takes pride in your cause and in accomplishment. But the key in becoming an effective influencer is to be proud without being arrogant. Do you know the worst kind of arrogance? Arrogance from ignorance. It's intolerable. If a person is smart and arrogant, we may tolerate that, but if somebody is ignorant and arrogant, well, that's just too much to take. The 6th trait is to learn to develop humor without folly. When influencing others, you learn that it's okay to be witty, but not silly, fun, but not foolish. And the 7th attribute is to learn to deal with realities. Deal with truth, save yourself the agony of delusion. Just accept life as it is, the whole drama of life. It's fascinating. Life is unique. Positive influence is unique. The skills that work well for one person of influence may not work well for another. However, the fundamental skills of influence can be adapted to work well for just about everyone. At work, in the community, in church, and at home. So on our trek today, we hiked the trail of choice and studied the 7 signposts to become a person of influence. Making wise but difficult choices in life allows us to positively influence and impact others. Let us continue on tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy, and we will discover how to end procrastination. And that'll finish our podcast for today. Remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom at wisdom-trek.com or subscribe at iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, or YouTube so that the episodes will be downloaded to you automatically each day. And please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person as you meet with them each day, and invite them to come along with us on our Wisdom Trek. I know that they'll appreciate it. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.